From tuck to advanced tuck planche in 7 steps. All you need is a floor. Step number 1, tuck planche. How to perform it? Start from a squat position just like this. Position your hands a little bit in front of your feet. Rotate them 45 degrees. Lock the elbows and turn them out. Push with the shoulders, and from there lean forward by lifting one of your legs and keeping the knee close to your chest. Continue leaning while supporting yourself with the other leg, and once you have enough lean, just lift the leg. So some important things. The planche is a lever, which means that we need to put some weight in front in order to lift the legs. And what I often see some beginners not leaning enough, trying to hold it, but it's just not working. You see? And even if you're the strongest man in the earth, you'll not be able to make it because the physics are working against you. Of course, that doesn't mean that you need to overlean, because also that thing is possible to happen. And since you don't want to hit your head, better don't overlean. Okay, next important thing that is not only for the tuck planche but for also all other progressions is the depression and the protraction. You should always be here. What most of the time I'm looking is this muscle, which is called serratus anterior, to be active. Like it should be pretty hard. The same thing also for the chest. Always make sure that you push and prepare yourself in advance. I locked the elbows, I pushed with the shoulders, I leaned forward enough, prepared everything in advance, and then connect the legs. Because another option is what most beginners are doing is, just going for a planche and then trying to find it, searching, and you're wasting so much energy that you could actually put into the planche. And that's valid for all other progressions. Now something important. This first step is for those who have already built some fundamental strength, meaning that you can do, let's say, at least 5 to 10 proper dips, 15 to 20 push-ups with protraction, scapula push-ups to make sure that you have a good activation, good control, but still there are no really specific requirements. The more, the better will be for your tuck planche. Now, once you have, let's say, 3 sets per 7-8 seconds, you can go for the second step, openings to half advanced tuck planche. How to approach it? Start by absolutely the same way. Locked and turned out elbows, push shoulders, horizontal position, and a proper tuck planche, and from there, briefly open to half advanced tuck planche position, which is basically half the way from tuck to advanced tuck. The idea of this step is to actually get used to the fact that the body is getting longer and therefore you need to lean more forward. I really want you to take a close look on how I'm changing my lean from more lean position to less lean, depending on how much I'm opening my body. Less lean, more lean. Less lean, more lean. And for all other next progressions, you can see that the more I open, the more I need to lean. By the way, guys, let me know down in the comments for how long you've been training the planche. Once you have, let's say, again, 3-4 sets per 3 to 4 openings with a proper form, you can move on to the third step, which is the half advanced tuck planche hold. Okay, how to perform it? So we put the hands a little bit in front, turn them 45 degrees, lock the elbows, turn them out, push with the shoulders, lean forward, but this time we bring one of the legs a little bit further the chest. Remember, in the tuck we were here, and we want to open more, continue leaning more, and once we have enough lean, we connect both of the legs and hold. And again, here is absolutely the same with the protraction. Make sure that you're always here. It's fine if you lose it a little bit, but if you're over here, that's already a retraction, so better stop your attempt because you start working on the wrong activation and that will not serve you at all. Don't do something like this, for example. Like this. Good. Now, once you're capable of doing this for around 3 to 4 sets, let's say 7-8 seconds, you can move on to the fourth step, which is the advanced tuck planche lean. How to perform it? Start from position like this, lock your elbows, turn them out, push with the shoulders, and from there, make sure that you keep the support of your toes on the ground. You continue leaning till your legs are around 90 degrees in accordance to the torso. One common mistake that I see is people going for anterior pelvic tilt, like a girl on Instagram. No, we don't want to be here. We want to be in posterior pelvic tilt, which will reassure that our glutes and the core are working. That thing is especially important when we're talking about all other next progressions, especially the full planche. If this is pretty hard for you, what you can do is lay down on the ground for a tuck hollow body position, and from here, once you start extending your legs, make sure that you keep that posterior pelvic tilt position and make sure that the lower back is always touching the ground. Okay, and once you feel comfortable in this, you can hold it for 8-9 seconds, the more the better. You can move on to the fifth step, which is openings from tuck to toe supported advanced tuck planche. How to perform that? We go for the tuck planche the same way as we did. Lock the elbows, push the shoulders, knees close to the chest, and from there, go for brief openings to supported advanced tuck planche. You see how I support myself with the feet touching the ground. Again, I want you to look at the shoulder, how every time I open my body, I start leaning more. See, I open, I close, I open, I close, open, close. Here, again, we have protraction, and during the opening, make sure that you keep the posterior pelvic tilt, just like in the previous step. Don't do it like this. This one is wrong. Once you have 3-4 sets or 3 to 4 repetitions of the openings, we move on to the sixth step, from tuck to advanced tuck planche. Okay, now we have pretty similar technique as the previous step, but this time without the support of the toes. That's why it's really important every time we go for a specific progression to make sure that we master the previous one. And in fact, exactly on this approach I built my follow along workouts in my app. So let's do it together. We lock the elbows, turn them out, push the shoulders, go for a tuck planche, and from there you think about opening, closing, opening, closing. Now once you can do 3 to 4 repetitions for around 3 to 4 consecutive sets, you can move on to the seventh and last step, which is the advanced tuck planche. So what you need to do is go in a way pretty similar as the tuck planche, lock the elbows, push shoulders, lean forward, and this time bring one of your legs into advanced tuck planche position, and it should form 90-degree angle between the leg and the torso. Then you continue leaning, and once you lean enough, connect both of the legs. You see how again I preposition everything in advance. A wrong way to do it is something like this. You're going from a tuck and you open like this, and you say, bro, I have advanced tuck planche. But in fact, that opening comes from anterior pelvic tilt. We already covered that, we don't want to have it. The core and the glute should always stay strong and activated. So yeah guys, these were the main 7 steps that will take you from your tuck to advanced tuck planche, and I think that will work for majority of you as long as you're not rushing the process. But in case that this one is still hard for you, you can add additional progressions in between those steps, such as band supported planche or supporting yourself with your toes touching the ground. And I would recommend for majority of you to also, after all those progressions, add some additional specific exercises, such as hollow body hold, scapular push-ups, planche leans, pike push-ups. For all those, I'll soon make a specific video. Many people ask me, bro, how much I need to hold a specific progression before going for the next one? And I gave you an answer in this video, but still don't take anything for granted, because even a 20 seconds hold, when it's performed to the shit form, can be way less effective than, for example, a 4 or even 3 seconds hold of a perfectly executed planche. And when I'm talking about the form, it's important all those attempts to be filmed, and that's what I'm encouraging my students in my app Viktor, where I'm monitoring their progress. They connect with me in the live Q&A sessions, and they have an access to a follow-along training programs that are based on a pretty similar approach to the one you saw in this video. So if you want to join and be part of the team, check out the link down in the description. Let me know which exact step from those 7 you are currently working on. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, stay strong and committed, and see you in the next video.